It's not where you want to be, of course, but I guess it's kind of looking up and expecting and hoping for that little win and little thing to go your way, because you haven't. I know people talk about luck. You haven't had much.
We haven't. Our flow has been interrupted with the injuries. There's no doubt about that. Some freakish injuries have come our way, but I think that, you know, the lads that have stepped in have done ever so well. Things are very, very close. The games have been very tight. We feel we could have got 3 points at Leeds and should have got 3 points with the amount of chances we created. And our home games against Middlesbrough and Nottingham Forest, we also feel we could have won them. So it's very, very tight down there. We feel that, you know, if we keep on sticking at it, keep on producing decent football what we did on Saturday, then a win will come. And as you know and I know in football, when you get the first win, then you can go on from there.
It does make a big difference, isn't it, that first win?
Of course it does.
It takes a long time to come.
Of course it does. Yeah, and then when it comes, people forget about it. You know, it's taking a long time. I understand football inside out. The good thing is we've got a good bunch of lads here. We need that win will also help the spirit as well. I just feel, you know, that they're a great bunch of players who always turn up every day and give their all. You know, and I don't think they've quite got what they've deserved out of football right now in terms of results. But if they keep on performing, it will soon change, and that will lift everything. That will lift morale as well, and then we go on from there.
I think the funny thing about being a football fan, if you've been a football fan, is you think you want it more than the people actually on the pitch, and that's not the case.
It's not the case. I'm still a football fan. It's the simple case is, you know, we're trying, if a little bit trying too hard, I felt on Saturday. You know, the first 65 minutes we played excellent, creating a number of opportunities. Last 30 minutes I thought we're trying too hard, you know, making silly mistakes on the ball. So the simple key is to try and get that first win, which I think we're very close to doing. Spirits will be lifted, there'll be a little bit of tension drop from there, and away we go.
You can understand the frustrations that come.
Yeah, I'm frustrated as well, there's no doubt, but I'm also realistic in terms of what we're trying to do and where we are right now in the history of the football club. You know, I understand that, you know, what I've got to do off the field, and I also try to keep one eye on the field, and I don't think we're too far away at all. You know, we're playing against some good teams. There's not a lot in this division. As I've said before in this interview, we just need that scrappy win, and then we'll go on from there. There's not a lot in it. The games have been very, very close.
You mentioned the history there. I mean, it does lead to expectation.
Yeah, of course it is.
A foot of the championship.
It does, but football works in a very funny way where it goes in cycles, you know, and we've had a fantastic 10, 12 years in the Premiership right now. You know, we're making sure we get our house in order to push on and give it a little go again sometime, and hopefully in the near future. Right now we're working on and off the field when I'm trying to manage the whole football club on and off the field, and off the field we're getting very close. You know, things are very good, working very close with Phil Gartside, the chairman, on that, and it's been very good working relationship. And on the field I don't think we're too far away. The age group of the squad is a lot younger, and the potential's there. We just need to get a little bit more confident, and I think that one will give us that.
Is it a bigger job than you thought it was when you were here?
No, I didn't think. I knew it was a big job. It's been difficult at times because very frustrating, and certain things have happened on the field to us in terms of losing certain players at certain key moments. But looking back, it's been a very enjoyable job, and a job that I'm still getting the enthusiasm and drive to succeed. And that's, as long as I get that every day, I will push it onto my players. And as I say, we're not too far away.
You'd only be a human being if you weren't sort of questioning yourself and thinking, can I do things differently?
Yeah.
Part of what I think makes you a good manager, perhaps, is that you stick to your guns, don't you?
Yeah, well, I also self-evaluate myself, and I look at myself and what we're doing, you know, on a weekly basis. You know, I look at myself and what could we have done better. Let's know, and that's win, lose or draw. So I continue to do that, and as long as I've got the drive and the energy to keep on pushing forward, then I don't doubt myself. You know, I've studied for a long time, and to work with these players, it's fantastic every day. Now, I'm also very realistic in terms of what we need to try and do to get the first one, and I don't think we're too far away. And if I'll keep on saying, when we do get the first couple of wins and we go on from there, then we'll forget about what just happened.
But it does change everything, doesn't it? It creates a different mood around the dressing room, around the club, around the stadium, doesn't it?
The environment changes, no doubt about it. You know, we try and create a good environment, but winning games of football certainly helps it change the mood. You know, there's no secret to that, and you can't get away from that. But as I say, you need to try and do the right things, and I don't think we're too far away from getting that win, as long as we stick to our beliefs and always looking forward and driving forward and get up and go, which we've got in the squad. You know, I've got that. I've got good players who don't lie down. They keep on battling away, as you seen on Saturday, against a very good team in Sheffield Wednesday that are flying high. We refuse to be beaten, and I think that's the signs of a good team.
But there is more grit there than maybe there was this time.
There is more grit there. There's more grit there, and there's more championship. But so players that can play in the championship week in, week out. There's no doubt about that. You know, I think the energy levels are showing. If we look at the games, we're not, as I keep on saying, we're not too far away in the game. The games are very, very close, except for the first game at Watford, where I think the first half was disappointing. We played against some good teams and we've not been too far away. We should have had more points on the board, but football doesn't work that way. You don't always get what you deserve out of football, but you've got to keep on believing, you've got to keep on working hard, and that's exactly what we're doing.
Tomorrow night, another battle, isn't it? That's what you get in this job.
It is a battle, there's no doubt, and it doesn't matter what end of the table, this would have been a battle, you know. Good manager, very organised team that have got a lot of momentum. We can't take them lightly, and we certainly won't be, you know, so we need to make sure that we approach it in the right way. We prepare for it fantastically well, and I think once again the game will be very close, but I do have a strong belief that we'll win tomorrow night.
Well, it's how they react, isn't it? That's what you want.
Yeah, well, they've been reacting very good because there have been some setbacks in terms of our freakish injuries records that's been happening this season. You know, we've had certain injuries that I don't expect to happen in a year, never mind in 1 week. And they've reacted very well to that. Certain players have come in and done fantastically well. It just shows me everybody's ready, have called upon to give it a right good go, and that's all we can do tomorrow night, which will be a very difficult game, but I think it's a very winnable game as well.
I've seen enough for the last couple of days since Saturday to think,
the good bunch of lads. There's a great team spirit here. You know, we've created an atmosphere where everybody's fighting for each other and everybody understands, and they're more realistic than maybe some people outside the building. So we've got a great spirit in here that will keep on going. We've showed that in certain aspects of the cup as well, against lower opposition, that when many teams get beat, we've dug in there, we've won in extra time, things like that. So there is a good spirit here, and there's no doubt, you know, in my mind, when we get the first one, we can move from there.
Is it a challenge as a manager also to throw it down to players and say, prove these people wrong who criticise them as well?
Maybe, but also as well, I look at myself. You know, maybe some people I doubt myself, and that's what you got to go through. You know, I am a young manager. I've racked up a lot of games as a young manager, but I believe this is course of learning. You can always learn from stuff. You can always make sure, you know, you pick up positive from certain things, and if anybody tries to be negative, you put it to the back of your mind and you just ignore it and you move on, and that's what kind of we're doing right now. If anybody wants to criticise, that's up to them. You know, we know exactly what we're trying to do. I've got full control of the full football club in terms of on and off the field, and I'm managing the situation. It's very difficult right now.
And in saying that, I mean, it begs the question, you're convinced you're the right man?
I'm convinced. Yeah, I'm convinced because I believe in what I do, and as I said, the group of players in there are battling away and they're fighting away for you, and that's when you see that, it's great. I turn up and I try and organise them and make sure it's fun and make sure, you know, we're professional in certain ways that we do it. And I get backing from the players on a Saturday, and that's what happens. You know, that's the management. I've played the game for a long time. I understand what it's about, and I also understand through my football career and also management career, you're going to go through stages like this. I don't give up. You know, you won't see me doing anything crazy. I won't give up. I'll make sure we're focused and we'll be moving on in every single day and training every single game.